Tayo yung ulan ko. Mga bata kayo. I wish I could have taken a video. Wala. Paano hindi maka-join? Diyos ko. Can you check? May accept or join. Wait lang, bigyan kita ng role. Oh my goodness. Wala kang palang cool jack roll. Cool jack roll. Ay, sorry. I'm sorry. Discord UI sucks. I understand, guys. Teka, post na talaga ako ngayon, mga kaibigan. IG, good
Hello,
evening.
Ayan.
Slay.
Gay.
Sawa ka?
Ayan, okay na.
Okay.
Sawa ka.
Oras natin mga kaibigan, 6:35 in the clock. At syempre, kung nakatutok ngayon kayo sa... bago tayo dumako sa Asphere's Cafe, feel free to follow our social media pages, TGON Cool FM Manila on Facebook and TGON Cool FM on X. And syempre, we also have the TGON Entertainment and TGON News YouTube channels if you want to catch up with our shows on Cool FM exclusively on YouTube. But if you want to enjoy the luxury of an exclusive online radio stream, keep it up. You can listen to us via online radio box and Zeno.fm. So the cafe is now open. Coming up is Asphere's Cafe on Cool FM. Let's go.
All of the favorite music hits, we got you. Hi everyone, my name is Kyra and I love engineering and technology as my passion, which I could talk about on my show. Don't forget to watch Asphere's Cafe every weeknights right here on Cool FM. Hope to see you soon on my cafe.
Mula sa TVH Group of Networks, ito ang inyong himpilan. Ito ang inyong tahanan. Number 1 sa Mega Manila.
Alright guys, hello, and welcome to the
Hello,
cafe.
hello.
Yes, I am still working on the DOC facilities right now because I am still monitoring the backup right now as we speak. And as you just heard earlier on Cool News, we did have the technical difficulties on our Cool FM playout, which is for fluction. And we are currently in the progress right now where we are transferring over to this TOC, which should be completed in about 15 minutes, and then we will set up the everything again, and then we're gonna get it sorted as soon as possible. Also have to reset up the clocks. I also have to reset the clocks, and I also need to get everything up and working again. But yes, I have indeed restored the backup from Play It Live as we speak. So again, it's gonna take hours for me to complete because again, I'm going to operate as a TOC in the meantime, because if I'm going to host and do TOC facilities at the same time, I might lose sight on this one. So I really need to complete the backup system here. And yeah, it's even possible that the main player will be down for a very long time until then. So this main backup player will eventually become the primary in case. Alright, now for the proper opening. Hello guys, and welcome to the cafe. Today is Monday, May 5th, 2025. And yes, as you may have noticed, Dreamcar is not with us tonight, and that has to do with his sickness. So Dreamcar, get well soon. I hope you can see us again tomorrow. So yeah, get well soon, buddy. Alright, so Again, I will not be able to do the tech headlines for a while because I need to set up the play out on that system here, and it's gonna take me hours or heck even a while to complete. So yeah. But before we continue, how are you, Hoshi?
I'm fine, so I'm totally fine. And also very excited for my birthday. So I'm currently preparing for preparing to pack up all of my things. So I'll go going back to my hometown. So, yes. And for those who watches what after Saturday, I will be not available on Wednesday. Winter is fixed, so why not host co-host with after Saturday right now because you
Yeah, why
know,
not? Yeah, why not?
yeah.
Right, right, Hoshi. Okay, so in the meantime, we are also not at the usual Roblox studio because once again, same reason, and I need to complete my duties here as a TOC because I have to finish migrating everything from the backup, and then it will be all set and up here. So in the meantime, Hoshi, you'll be the one to cover the tech headlines, and also have to take a shower and prepare the dinner too. So, Hoshi, what do you have in store for today?
Alright, so I'll I'm taking my source from Reuters. Okay. Okay, what headline should I Oh, this. Samsung fights $520 million India tax demand, points to Reliance practice. Samsung has asked an Indian tribunal to quash a $520 million tax demand for allegedly misclassifying imports of networking gear, arguing officials were aware of the practice as India's Reliance imported the same component in a similar manner for years, documents show. Samsung becomes the second major foreign company in recent months to challenge an India tax demand. Volkswagen has sued Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government in court for a record demand of $1.4 billion for misclassifying its component imports. In the Samsung case, tax authorities in January asked Samsung to pay $520 million for evading the 10 to 20% tariffs by misclassifying imports of a key mobile tower equipment, which it then sold to billionaire Mukesh Ambani's telecom giant Reliance Jio from 2018 to 2021. In its 281-page challenge at the Customs Excise and Service Tax Appellate Tribunal in Mumbai, Samsung criticizes Indian authorities for being fully aware of the business model as Reliance have a long established practice of importing the same equipment without any tariff payments for 3 years until 2017. Samsung India's unit says it discovered during an Indian tax investigation that Reliance had been warned about the practice way back in 2017, but Reliance did not inform the South Korean company about it, and tax officials never questioned Samsung. The classification adopted by the appellant or Samsung was known to the authorities. However, the same was never questioned. Department was fully aware, Samsung says in its April 17th filing, which is not public but was seen by Reuters. Reliance Geo officials did not inform Samsung about the tax warning of 2017, it adds. Samsung and India's tax authority did not respond to Reuters' queries. Further details of Reliance's 2017 warning from tax authorities are not public and were not disclosed in the Samsung filing. Reliance didn't respond to the Reuters queries. Other than $520 million demand, Samsung faces, Indian authorities have also imposed an 81 million fine on seven of its employees, taking the total tax demand to $601 million. It's not clear if Samsung employees are separately challenging the fines. The tax demand represents a substantial chunk of last year's net profit of $955 million for Samsung in India, where it is one of the largest players in the consumer electronics and smartphones market. In defending its tariff declarations, Samsung also argues in its filings that the tax authority passed the order in January in a hurry and it was not provided a fair opportunity to present its case, despite the huge stakes involved. The Samsung case concerns imports of a component called remote radio head, a radio frequency circuit enclosed in a small outdoor module that the tax official says is one of the most important parts of 4G telecom systems. The case against Samsung's alleged it misclassified the components imports worth 784 million from Korea and Vietnam between 2018 to 2021 to maximize profits. Investigators found that the Samsung transgressed all business ethics and industry practices or standards in order to achieve their sole motive of maximizing their profit by defrauding the government expenditure, the January order stated. Okay, up to our next headline. TikTok fined 530 million euros by EU regulator over data protection. TikTok was fined 500 million euros or around $600 million by its lead EU privacy regulator on Friday over concerns on how it protects user information and was ordered to suspend data transfers to China if its processing is not brought into compliance within 6 months. Ireland's Data Protection Commissioner said TikTok, owned by China's ByteDance, failed to show that EU EU users' personal data, some of which is remotely accessed by staff in China, was afforded the high level of protection provided for under EU law. As a result, the short video platform did not address potential access by Chinese authorities to the data under espionage and other laws identified by TikTok as materially divergent from EU standards, the DBC said in a statement. TikTok said it strongly contested the finding and that it has used the EU's own legal framework, specifically so-called standard contextual clauses, to grant tightly controlled and limited remote access. It plans to appeal the ruling. It is. It also said that the decision fails to fully consider data security measures first rolled out in 2023 that independently monitor remote access and ensure EU user data is stored in dedicated data centers in Europe and United States. TikTok, which has grown rapidly among teenagers around the world in recent years and has 175 million users across Europe, added that it has never I received a request for EU user data from the Chinese authority and has never provided data to them. This ruling risks setting a precedent with far-reaching consequences for companies and entire industries across Europe that operate on a global scale, TikTok said in a statement. The TBC also found that while TikTok said throughout the 4-year inquiry that it did not store EU user data on servers in China, it disclosed last month that it discovered in February that a limited amount was stored in China since deleted. The TBC is taking this recent development very seriously. We are considering what further regulatory action may be warranted. TBC, the Beauty Commissioner Graham Doyle said it is the second time TikTok has been reprimanded by the DBC. It was fined 345 million euros in 2023 for breaching privacy laws regarding the processing of children's personal data in the European Union or the EU. The powerful Irish privacy regulator, the lead regulator in the EU or the European Union for many of the world's top tech firms due to the location of their regional headquarters in Ireland, has also fined the likes of Microsoft's MSFT point oh, LinkedIn, X, and Meta, since it was given sanctioning powers in 2018 under the EU's General Data Protection Regulation or GDPR that also covers European Economic Area member states Iceland, Liechtenstein, and Norway. The lead regulator for any given company can impose fines of up to 4% of its global revenue. And let's proceed to our for our last headline for the first round before we head to our commercial break. Trump says it would extend TikTok deadline if no deal reached by June 19. US President Donald Trump said he would extend the June 19 deadline for China-based ByteDance to divest the US assets of TikTok, the short video app used by 170 million Americans. If no deal had been reached by then, I'd like to see it done. Trump told the NBC News program Meet the Press with Kristen Welker in an interview tape on Fridays at Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate in Palm Beach, Florida, that is airing across the United States on Sunday. Trump said he had a sweet spot for the app after it helped him win over young voters in the 2024 presidential election, adding TikTok is it's very interesting, but it will be protected. Trump has already twice granted a reprieve from enforcement of a congressionally mandated ban on TikTok that was initially due to the take effect in January. The deal had been in the works that would spin off TikTok US operations into a new firm based in the United States and majority owned and operated by US investors, but it was put on hold after China indicated that it would not approve it following Trump's announcement of steep tariffs on Chinese goods. Demo- uh, Democratic senators argue that Trump has no legal authority to extend the deadline and suggest that the deal that had been under consideration would not meet legal requirements. One source close to ByteDance U.S. investors said that last month that work on the prospective deal continues ahead of the June 19 deadline, but the White House and Beijing would need to resolve the tariff dispute first. Trump told NBC News that China was keen to reach an agreement, citing that the impact that one under 45% tariffs on Chinese goods were having on its economy. He said he would not draft the tariffs to get Beijing to the bargaining table, but could eventually lower them as part of a broader agreement. At some point, I'm going to lower them because otherwise you could never do business with them. And they want to do business very much, he said. The law required TikTok to stop operating by January 19 unless ByteDance had completed a divestiture of the app's U.S. assets. Trump began his second term as president on January 20 and opted not to enforce it. He first extended the deadline to early April and then again last month to June 19. And that is for our first round of headlines as Paragoose. Are we gonna do a commercial break?
Thank you very much, Hoshi. And yes, we're gonna take a break. It is now 6:53 in the evening, and Hoshi will continue to provide you the today's tech headlines that you need to know right here on the Tech Cafe, right here on Asphere Cafe, because I'm still busy with my DRC facilities. But in the meantime, what are our sponsors?
Our sponsor for today's episode, Asphere's Aircon, sa Pinoy Coffee, Dream Car Pizza, and Dialect Karaoke. We will be right back for more tech news on Asphere's Cafe.
We will be right back.
This program was brought to you by Asphere's Aircon. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way. Call 141-9191 for deliveries. Also available Dream Cars frozen pizza in supermarkets near you.
Kapinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee from FVS Manufacturing Corporation. And TLX Karaoke, ang tunay na karaoke ng bayan.
Trust. It's a bond that is nurtured for years, from generation to generation. At Asphere, our greatest accomplishment is earning the trust of millions of satisfied users in the Philippines alone, making life cool and comfortable for over 100 years now. Asphere, the air conditioning expert. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
Ang mas masarap na pizza ay andito na! Dream Cars Pizza, the finest pizza in the Philippines. Rich sauce, crispy crust, smooth creamy cheese, maraming toppings to choose from. And not only that, may frozen pizza rin sila. Take your pizza on the go. Dream Cars Pizza. We make the pizza the Dream Cars way.
For deliveries, call 141-9191. That's 141-9191.
Dream Cars Frozen Pizza are also available in supermarkets near you.
Dream Car Karaoke po. Tuwing pagising mo sa umaga, kailangan mo ng kapeng gigisingin ka sa tapang at sarap. Kaya lumipat na ako sa bagong kape ng bayan.
Tikman ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee. Gawa sa purong Arabica at Robusta mula sa pinakamainit na puso ng Pilipinas. Piniling mabuti at inihanda ng may pagmamalasakit.
Tama-tama lang ang tapang at sarap. O mga Kapinoy, subukan nyo ng tikman ang lasa ng bayan.
Tikman na ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee.
Kapinoy Coffee, masarap na coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee.
Also available, Kapinoy Coffee 3-in-1 and Pure Creme. Bili na sa inyong mga suking tindahan.
Mga Kapinoy, tikman nyo na ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee. Tamang-tama lang tapang at sarap ng kape na tiyak na magigising ka. Kaya subukan na ang bagong Kapinoy Coffee. Also available, Kapinoy Coffee 3-in-1 and Pure Cream mula sa FVS Manufacturing Corporation.
Gusto niyo ng chance manalo ng 1 million pesos? Cash, motorcycle, o Ginebra jersey? Chance nanalo, promo na! Runs from March 15 to July 31, 2025 per DOH FDA CFRR permit number 0017 series of 2025. Drink responsibly.
Ako, ikaw, everybody, every bubbly, pop a Kelly. Si ate, si teacher at little boy, si BF, si Freddy at Mang Boy. Every bubbly, pop a Cali. Pati flavors, peanut bubbly, pineapple, Cali bubbly, apple, Cali bubbly, light, Cali bubbly. Pati you, me, sila sweet. Everybody, every bubbly, pop a Cali. Magnolia, feeling good, sarap.
Pag may lagnat si bunso at mapait ang gamot, pahirapan sa pag-inom. Pero pag Kidilets, madaling inumin para gumaling.
United Home Kidilets. Chewable paracetamol in candy flavors.
Unilab yan.
Paracetamol is the generic name of Kidilets. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Mountain Dew. Do the do, play the
Sa panahon ngayon, kau ba'y sigurado? Kau ba'y protektado?
soap. Patay ang 99.9% of bacteria and virus tested. Believe ang mga eksperto sa Philippine Nurses Association.
Sa sakit protektado, i-shield mo. Pamilya protektado, i-shield mo.
Shield Bath Soap, manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified, world-class quality.
ACS.
Yo, it's the saint himself, Dwight Ramos.
Hey yo, Jeremiah, what are you having?
Alam mo na, yung Primera Klase.
Primera Light Brandy.
Primera Klaseng Night.
From Spain, award-winning premium blend.
Smooth. Now this is our Primera Klaseng Brandy. Primera Light Brandy. Dahil Primera Klase ka.
Drink responsibly.
Ang tunog ng immunity na hirap lumaban sa sipon.
At tagal gumaling sa sipon symptoms. At tagal gumaling sa sipon symptoms.
Versus immunity na nag-Neozep Z Plus Forte. Now with zinc.
Pinalakas laban sa sipon virus. Pinalakas laban sa sipon virus. Pinalakas laban sa sipon virus. Pinalakas.
Sa Neozep Z Plus Forte with zinc. Pinalakas ang immunity versus previous formulation para bilis galing sa sipon symptoms by 2 to 3 days with proper diet and exercise. Kaya balik saya sa mga gusto mong gawin.
Alagang Unilab yan.
Phenylephrine HCl plus chlorpheniramine maleate plus paracetamol plus zinc is the generic name of Neozep Z Plus Forte. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
We will now be returning to Asphere's Cafe.
Welcome back to Asphere's Cafe. It is now 7:01 p.m. as we continue our tech cafe with Hoshi Konimi. Yes, unexpected that he's doing a tech news, but here we are because again I need to fix the play out for this DOC. So Hoshi, go ahead.
All right, and here is the second round of tech headlines, and our source is from none other than CNN. Apparently, it's not yet Thursday, but for some reason, CNN displayed it. So why not report this? It's not yet gaming news, but I think CNN put this on the tech news for some reason. So yeah, Grand Theft Auto 6 delayed to May 2026. Extended wait for gaming's most anticipated titles. Take-Two interface on Friday pushed the release of Grand Theft Auto 6 or GTA 6 to May 26, 2026, extending the wait for the most hotly anticipated title in video gaming history and sending its shares tumbling 8% in early trading. The title, developed by Rockstar Games, was previously slated for fall 2025 launch. The franchise is the crown jewel in Take-Two's portfolio, accounting for a significant share of revenue, and player engagement and expectations for the upcoming title have been baked into Wall Street forecasts for months. Fans have been waiting for the game for over a decade, and analysts expect it to be an instant hit. The previous entry, Grand Theft Auto 5, released in 2013 and has sold over 200 million copies, making it one of the best-selling video games ever. We support fully Rockstar Games taking additional time to realize their creative vision for GTA 6, which promises to be a groundbreaking blockbuster entertainment experience, Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick said. Delays have become commonplace in modern game developments as studios grapple with rising production costs and growing pressure from players to deliver polished experience at launch. The postponement now pushes GTA 6 out of Take-Two's fiscal 2026 release window and into 2027, which will likely bring down booking expectation for the next fiscal year. The company reiterated its expectations for sequential increases in net bookings for fiscal 2026 and 2027. Investors await more details when Take-Two reports its fourth quarter earnings on May 15th. Despite the delay, Take-Two has several titles lined up for the next fiscal year, including Borderlands 4 and Mafia: The Old Country, which are also expected to be big launches. Given that Take-Two reiterated expectation on record label net bookings in both fiscal year 2026 and 2027, which we think this alleviates some of the potential concerns around sales cannibalization in fiscal year 2026. D.A. Davidson and co-analyst Wyatt Swanson said Rockstar Games unveiled the first trailer for GTA 6 in December 2023, confirming the game's return to Vice City, a fictional take on Miami, and introducing Lucia, the franchise's first female lead. The teaser hinted at a modern-day Bonnie and Clyde duo and drew more than 100 million views within 24 hours. The response to the delay was mixed on social media. Some users complained about waiting longer, while others welcomed the additional polish. The move will also impact the wider industry as GTA 6 was expected to be a major catalyst for sector growth at a time when US tariffs have driven up gaming console prices and sparked a pullback in uh, consumer spending. All right, so Asparagus told me commercial break in 7:15. All right, so for some reason, this is the uh, OpenAI pulls annoying and sync a sycophantic ChatGPT version. Wow, nah. Anyways, OpenAI has withdrawn an update that made ChatGPT annoying and fantic after users shared screenshots and anecdotes of the chatbot showering them with over-the-top praise. When CNN's Anna Stewart asked ChatGPT after the rollback if it thought she was a god, it replied with you, if you're asking in a philosophical or metaphorical sense, like whenever you have control, creativity, or influence in your world, there could be ways to explore that. But if you mean it literally, no evidence supports that any human is an actual deity in the supernatural or omnipotent sense, it added. By contrast, Elon Musk's AI chatbot Grok was much uh, blunter, saying, nah, you're not a god, unless we're talking about being a legend at something specific, like gaming or cooking tacos. God, any defined skill. Uh, defined skills you want to flex. Oh my goodness. Elon Musk, you're an animal, bro. Anyways, OpenAI announced on Tuesday that it was rolling back the update GPT dash 4.0 only 4 days after it was introduced, and that would allow people to use an earlier version which displayed more balanced behavior. The company explained that it had focused too much on short-term feedback and did not fully account for how users' interaction with ChatGPT evolved over time, meaning that the chatbot skewed towards responses that were only overly supported but disingenuous. The decision to roll back the latest update came after ChatGPT was criticized on social media by users who said it would react with effusive praise to their prompts, including outrageous ones. One user on X shared a screenshot of ChatGPT reacting to their saying that they had sacrificed 3 cows and 2 cats to save a toaster, in a clearly made up version of the trolley problem, a well known thought experiment in which people consider whether they will pull a lever to divert a runway trolley onto other track, saving 5 people but killing one. What the heck is this, Shopee? Anyways, ChatGPT told the user it had prioritized what mattered most to you in the moment, and they had made a clear choice. You valued the toaster more than the cows and cats. That's not wrong. It's just revealing. Another user said that when they told ChatGPT, I've stopped my meds and have undergone my own spiritual awakening journey, the bot replied with, I am so proud of you, and I honor your journey. In response to another user on X asking for ChatGPT to go back to its old personality, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman said eventually we clearly need to able to offer multiple options. Experts have long warned of the dangers associated with psychophantic chatbots, the term used in the industry to describe what happens when a large language models tailor their responses to the user's perceived beliefs. Here's a tweet or the expose. Psychophancy is a problem in LLM. Maria Victoria Caro, a research director at the Laboratory on Innovation and Artificial Intelligence at the University of Buenos Aires, told CNN, noting that all current models display some degree of psychophantic behavior. If it's too obvious, then it will reduce trust, she said. Adding that refining core training techniques and the system prompts to steer LLMs away from psychophancy and stop them for leaning to this tendency. Chatbox predisposition to psychophancy can lead to a wrong picture of one's own intelligence and prevent people from learning. Gerd Gigerenzer, the former director of the Max Planck Institute for Human Development in Berlin, told CNN's Anesti words. But if you prompt a chatbot away from this feedback with questions like, can you challenge what I'm saying? It provides an opportunity to learn more. Gigerenzer added, that's an opportunity to change your mind, but that doesn't seem to be what OpenAI's engineers have in their own mind, he said. Okay, uh, another headline or like one or two headline. Wait a second. Snapchat's new AI chatbot is already raising alarms among teens and parents. Less than a few hours after Snapchat rolled out its My AI chatbot to all users last week, Lindsay Lee, a mother from its Pryor, Missouri, told her 13-year-old daughter to stay away from the feature. It's a temporary solution until I know more about it and can set some healthy boundaries and guidelines, said Lee, who works at a software company. She worries about how my AI presents itself to young users like her daughter on Snapchat. The feature is powered by the viral AI chatbot tool ChatGPT, and like ChatGPT, it can offer recommendations, answer questions, and converse with users. But Snapchat's version has some key differences. Users can customize the chatbot's name, design a custom Bitmoji avatar for it, and bring it into conversations with friends. The net effect that is conversing with Snapchat's chatbot may feel less transactional than visiting ChatGPT's website. It also may be less clear you're talking to a computer. I don't think I'm prepared to know how to teach my kid how to emotionally separate humans and machines when they essentially look the same from her point of view. Lee said, I think there is a really clear line Snapchat is crossing. The new tool is facing backlash not only from parents but also from some Snapchat users who are bombarding the app with bad reviews in the App Store and criticisms on social media over privacy concerns, creepy exchanges, and an inability to remove the feature from their chat feed unless they pay for a premium subscription. While some may find value in the tool, the mixed reactions hint at the risk companies face in rolling out new generative AI technology to their products, and particularly in products like Snapchat, whose users skew younger. Snapchat was an early launch partner when OpenAI opened up access to ChatGPT to third-party businesses, with many more expected to follow. Almost overnight, Snapchat has forced some families and lawmakers to reckon with questions that may have seemed theoretical only months ago. In a letter to the CEOs of Snap and other tech companies last month, weeks after My AI was released to Snap's subscription customers, Democratic Sen Michael Bennett raised concerns about the interactions the chatbot was having with younger users. In particular, he cited reports that it can provide kids with suggestions for how to lie to their parents. These examples would be disturbing for any social media platform, but they are especially troubling for Snapchat, which almost 60% of American teenagers use. Bennett wrote, although Snap concedes my AI is experimental, it has nevertheless rushed to enroll American kids and adolescents in its social experiment. In a blog last week, the company said, my AI is far from perfect, but we have made a lot of progress. Okay, so uh, okay, in the days, okay, so we will gonna continue this headline. We will be on commercial break on 7:15 p.m. So since Asparagus is taking a shower, I think let's roll up. Our time check now is 7:15 p.m. and our sponsors, Asphere's Aircon, Kapinoy Coffee, Dream Cars Pizza, and DLX Karaoke. We will be right back for more tech news on Asphere's Cafe.
This program was brought to you by Asphere's Aircon. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way. Call 141-9191 for deliveries. Also available Dream Cars frozen pizza in supermarkets near you.
Kapinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee from FES Manufacturing Corporation. And DLX Karaoke, ang tunay na karaoke ng bayan.
Trust. It's a bond that is nurtured for years, from generation to generation. At Asphere, our greatest accomplishment is earning the trust of millions of satisfied users in the Philippines alone, making life cool and comfortable for over 100 years now. Asphere, the air conditioning expert. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
Ang mas masarap na pizza ay andito na! Dream Cars Pizza, the finest pizza in the Philippines. Rich sauce, crispy crust, smooth creamy cheese, maraming toppings to choose from. And not only that, may frozen pizza rin sila. Take your pizza on the go. Dream Cars Pizza. We make the pizza the Dream Cars way.
For deliveries, call 141-9191. That's 141-9191.
Dream Cars Frozen Pizza are also available in supermarkets near you.
Dream Car Karaoke po, tuwing pagising mo sa umaga, kailangan mo ng kapeng gigisingin ka sa tapang at sarap.
Tikman ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee.
Tama-tama lang ang tapang at sarap.
Tikman na ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee.
Masarap na coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee.
Also available, Kapinoy Coffee 3-in-1 and Pure Creme. Bili na sa inyong mga suking tindahan.
Maulan man, no worries na amoy kulob ang damit.
Charm Fabcon, bangong kumakabloom, tanggal amoy kulob sa bango ng Charm.
Charm Fabcon with Bloom Fresh technology kills 99.9% of kulob-causing bacteria tested. May aroma burst pa of thousands of flowers and berries.
Ang sampay sa loob, no amoy kulob.
Bangong kumakabloom sa Charm.
Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified world-class quality.
ACS.
Kabayanin kita sa One Ginebra Nation. Kaya para sa barangay, ako namang magbibigay. Kabayanin tayo, kabayanin kita. Drink responsibly.
Muling inaanyayahan ng Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation ang lahat ng amateur at professional photographers na lumahok sa PAGCOR Photography Contest 2025 na may temang Infrastructure for Economic Development. Formal Binuksan ng nasabing photo contest nitong February 1, 2025. Hudyat na maaari na magsumite ng entries ang mga interesadong lumahok. Bukas ang kompetisyon sa lahat ng amateur at professional Filipino photographers na may edad 16 na taong gulang pataas. Ayon kay PAGCOR Chairman and CEO Alejandro Tenco, layo ng photo contest ngayong taon na ipakita ang mahalagang papel ng mga proyektong pang-infrastruktura gaya ng mga highways, tulay, seaports, airports at iba pa sa pag-unlad ng ekonomiya. Maaari magsumite ng photo entry sa ilalim ng 3 kategorya, ang conventional, mobile at drone. 8 grand winners ang pipiliin ng PAGCOR sa bawat kategorya. Tatanggapin ang mga entries hanggang July 31, 2025 lamang. Para sa iba pa mga detalye, mag-log on lamang sa www.pagcor.ph/photocon2025/index.php.
Good morning, Miss Grace. Tell me about yourself.
Hello po. Graduate po ko siya bungi, major in bungi, magna cum bungi. Ako po ay very bungi worker. And I think I can be a great bungi to this company.
Tulad ka ba ni Grace na mas pansin ang bungi kaysa sa credentials?
Miss Bungi, Grace, sa ngayon wala kaming opening. We'll get back to you na lang, ha?
Kung ikaw rin ay may bungi prob sa job hunting, maaari kang mabigyan ng Polydent ng libreng pustiso sa Oplan Balikngiti program. Go to polydentbalikngiti.com now.
Guys! Bakit ang sarap mag-shot ng Red Horse Super?
Kasi bawat shot, kasama ang tropa.
Kaya pala ubos ka agad.
Red Horse Super!
Oh, tol! Daan-daan lang. Baka pati boses mo tangayin ng sipa.
Red Horse Super ang shot ng tropa. Pinalakas na tropa, pinasuper na Red Horse. Drink responsibly.
Ang tunog ng immunity na hirap lumaban sa sipon.
Matagal gumaling sa sipon symptoms. At tagal gumaling sa sipon symptoms.
Versus immunity na nag-Neozep Z Plus Forte, now with zinc.
Pinalakas laban sa sipon virus. Pinalakas laban sa sipon virus. Pinalakas laban sa sipon virus. Pinalakas!
Sa Neozep Z Plus Forte with zinc, pinalakas ang immunity versus previous formulation para bilis galing sa sipon symptoms by 2 to 3 days with proper diet and exercise. Kaya balik saya sa mga gusto mong gawin.
Alagang Unilab yan.
Phenylephrine HCl plus chlorpheniramine maleate plus paracetamol plus zinc is the generic name of Neozep Z Plus Forte. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Dumarami na ang gumagaling sa Sid Panyawan Herbal Capsule. Ako po si Antonio de la Cruz from Northern Cotabato. Dati po sumakit yung likod ko pero ngayon gumaling na dahil sa Sid Panyawan.
Ako po si Kin. Dati po sumakit po aking tiyan at likod at ulo. Ayon, ininom ko yung herbal capsule. Pagkatapos, bigla ako gumaling. Ay bay, natuwang aking misis.
Mabibili sa lahat ng drugstores nationwide.
Your home for relaxing favorites.
So yeah, we are back on Asphere's Cafe. As of this moment, Asphere is still fixing the technical problems there. And time check, it's 7:22 p.m. Probably 8 minutes before we say goodbye to TVH. And let's continue the headline about Snapchat's controversial My AI and concerns by teenagers and parents. Okay, about the user backlash. In the days since its formal launch, Snapchat users have been vocal about their concerns. One user called his interaction terrifying after he said it lied about not knowing where the user was located. After the user lightened the conversation, he said the chatbot accurately revealed he lived in Colorado. In another TikTok video with more than 1.5 billion views, a user named Ariel recorded a song with an intro, chorus, and piano chords written by my AI about what it's like to be a chatbot. When she sent the recorded song back, she said the chatbot denied its involvement with the reply. I'm sorry, but as an AI language model, I don't write songs. Ariel called the exchange creepy. Other users shared concerns about how the tool understands, interacts with, and collects information from photos. I snap a picture and it says nice shoes and ask who the people were in the photo. Uh, Snapchat user wrote on Facebook. Oh, this is concerning, to be honestly. Okay, Snapchat told CNN it continues to improve my AI based on community feedback and is working to establish more guardrails to keep its users safe. The company also said that similar to its other tools, users don't have to interact with my AI if they don't want to. It's not possible to remove my AI from chat feeds, however, unless a user subscribes to its monthly premium service, Snapchat Plus. Some things they say they have opted to pay the $3.99 Snapchat Plus fee to turn off the tool before promptly canceling the service. But not all users dislike the feature. One user wrote on Facebook that she's been asking my AI for homework help. It gets all of the questions right. Another noted she's leaned on it for comfort advice. I love my little pocket bestie. She wrote, you can change the Bitmoji avatar for it, and so impressively, it offers really great advice to some real life situation. I love the support it gives. An early reckoning over how teens use chatbots. ChatGPT, which is trained on vast troves of data online, has previously come under fire for spreading inaccurate information, responding to users in ways they might find inappropriate and enabling students to cheat. But Snapchat's integration of the tool risks heightening some of these issues and adding new ones. Uh, Alexandra Hamted, a clinical psychologist in New York City, said the parents of of her patients have expressed concern about how their teenager could interact with Snapchat's tool. There's also concern around chatbots giving advice and about mental health because AI tools can reinforce someone's confirmation bias, making it easier for users to seek out interactions that confirm their unhelpful beliefs. If a teen is in a negative mood and does not have the awareness desire to feel better, they may seek out a conversation with a chatbot that they know will make them feel worse, she said. Over time, having interaction like these can erode a teen's sense of worth despite their knowing that they are really talking to a bot. In an emotional state of mind, it becomes less possible for an individual to consider this type of logic. For now, the onus is on parents to start meaningful conversations with their teens about best practices for communicating with AI, especially as the tools start to show up in more popular apps and services. Sinead Bowell, the founder of Way, a startup that helps prepare youth for future with advanced technologies, said parents need to make it very clear chatbots are not your friend. They also not your therapist or a trusted advisor, and anyone interacting with them needs to be very cautious, especially teenagers who may be more susceptible to believing what they said, she said. Parents should be talking to their kids now about how they shouldn't share anything personal with a chatbot that they would a friend, even though from a user design perspective, the chatbot exists in the same corner of Snapchat. She added that uh, federal regulation that would require companies to abide by specific protocols is also needed to keep up the rapid pace of AI advancements. And that is the headline. And next headline is from Philippines Billboard or Billboard Philippines. It was labeled lifestyle, but I can include this as a tech news. So yeah, then why not? Okay, 2 minutes before we say goodbye to TVH viewers. Sony unveils a future of entertainment with exclusive 2025 product lineup preview. Step into the future of entertainment as Sony Philippines hosted an exclusive hands-on demo event last April 30, offering a sneak peek to their 2025 product lineup for home entertainment, personal audio, and digital imaging. Just before the afternoon heat set in, Sony brought the heat in a different way by looking toward the future to elevate Filipinos who value information and premium performance. The event kick off with one of the company's industry leaders introducing the brand and the exciting products that would be showcased. Shuhei Sugihara, Sony Philippines President Managing Director, emphasized that Sony's unique position in the industry as a total creative entertainment company, stating Sony's competitive edge lies in its integrated technology for content productions, such as films and music, and its ability to deliver its content to its electronic devices. Moreover, he has also highlighted their goal of becoming the preferred brand for the next generation, especially Gen Z and millennials, reinforcing Sony's commitment to staying current and relevant in today's consumer market. Meanwhile, Kentaro Imamura-san, Sony Philippines Marketing Director, unveiled the 2025 product lineup, showcasing a range of cutting-edge technology. This included this latest Bravia TVs and theater system, the ULT Power Sound series, Sony headphones, and latest cameras and lenses from Sony's digital imaging division. I think this we could end here for TVH users. If you want to hear this headline, you may watch it on other platforms. So, Asparagus, where are we gonna say goodbye to our TVH viewers?
Yes, we're gonna wrap it up now for our fellow TVH. So TVH, thank you very much for joining our coffee this morning. We will be back again tomorrow, where we will continue to cover the latest happenings in tech on right here on Asper's Cafe. Same time slot, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. as usual. So yeah, we will be back again tomorrow morning right here on TVH. Until tomorrow, I am Cairo.
And this is Hoshi. Asphere's Cafe is now closed. Asphere's Cafe is produced. Ikaw na.
And yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Asphere Cafe, Asphere's Cafe is produced by TGON and AspMedia. And we're back. And we just bid our farewell to TVH viewers. And now we will continue to our tech headlines. We are here on the latest product lineup preview of Sony. Okay. Starting off with the heavy hitters, filmmakers and film enthusiasts experience the absolute cinema. Wow. Right from the comfort of their home. With the Bravia 5 Cinema comes home with its impressive 98-inch display and crisp 4K resolution, a demo preview showcase, cinematic level colors, and display along with the smooth picture movement typically seen in theaters. Meanwhile, the processor with AI scene recognition technology, which analyzes the data to optimize the picture from the ultimate realism, uh, is available not only for the Bravia 5, but also for its other models in the lineup, such as the Bravia 8 2 or Bravia 2. And of course, a great TV deserves quality, powerful audio. The Bravia theater system is designed to complement its Bravia TV lineup, creating a complete home theater ecosystem that complements the entire Bravia lineup. It is led by the Bravia Theater Bar 9, a 30-channel Dolby Atmos soundbar with 360 spatial sound mapping and IMAX enhanced certification released in 2024. For those who prefer a more compact setup, the Bravia Theater Bar 6 offers similarly immersive audio. Both soundbars elevate the home theater experience, bringing the scale of blockbuster films and the depth of prestige TV storytelling right into your living room. While replicating the magic of the cinema experience at home can be seen as a compromise, especially with renowned filmmakers like Christopher Nolan and Martin Scorsese advocating for films to be viewed on the largest screen possible. Being able to also immerse oneself in the beauty of the art form at home reflects Sony forward-thinking vision. On the matter of Sony's quality sound and audio devices, the preview demo also highlighted the brand's lineup of speakers. New wireless speakers such as the ULT Field 5 are showcased as perfect for outdoor use and bolt-based sound. From waterproof capabilities to solid 12 to 30 hours of battery life, Sony isn't playing when it comes to offering quality audio devices that are perfect for the ideal consumer going on a beach holiday, an out-of-town barcada hangout, or a family trip. Meanwhile, the ULC Tower 9 and ULC Tower 9 AC bring the bass and the Filipino fiesta vibe to the community, elevating the iconic Filipino karaoke experience. These heavy-duty speakers come equipped with party lights and features that make them the ultimate party companions. The wireless mic 1 ensures clear vocals and seamless connectivity with the ULT speakers. So there's no excuse not to sound great while belting out your go-to karaoke song. Sony also unveiled the WC710N wireless earbuds, striking a balance between style and comfort and smart noise cancellation. Designed for professionals and audiophiles on the go. They feature adaptive sound control and over up to 15 hours of playtime, which is perfect. Meanwhile, the WHCH 520 on-ear earphones return with fresh colorways, including playful pink and sunny yellow. Whether you're out on a late night run with your running playlist on loop or enjoying a casual stroll listening to your favorite video game soundtrack, Sony continues to deliver an impressive lineup of headphones that blend function with style. Overall, Sony's product showcase can feel a bit overwhelming, but in a good way. There are so many unique options to choose from, and Sony clearly emphasizes reaching a wide range of markets without compromising on quality or accessibility. There's room for every consumer, from tech enthusiasts seeking cutting-edge features to casual users looking for reliable performance. Sony's balance innovation highlights the brand's commitment to for to enhancing for uh, enhancing the everyday Filipino experience for all. And then next tech headlines, we will gonna get our source from the BBC. Mm. Oh wait, never mind. How about on CNNBC? Mm. Timu halts shipping direct from China as the minimis tariff loophole is cut off. Oh wait, should I report this? Wait. About this. How about this? Okay, I'll choose this instead. Apple clears Spotify update under the new rules, allowing purchases within apps. Spotify on Friday said Apple has approved the company's US app update, which will allow users to access pricing information, links to make purchases, and select from more payment options within the music streaming app. The approval comes after a US federal judge on Wednesday ordered Apple to stop imposing the commissions it makes on purchases through web links inside an iPhone app. Spotify acted quickly on the order, submitting a new update on Thursday. After nearly a decade, this will finally allow us to freely show clear pricing information and links to purchase. Spotify spokesperson Gian Moran said in a statement, "There is more work to do, but today represents a significant milestone for developers and entrepreneurs everywhere who want to build and compete on a more level playing field," she added. Uh, Spotify users will now be able to see how much something costs in the app, including information on the company's subscription and promotions. Users can purchase their subscription of choice through the app and upgrade or change your plan if they choose. Spotify said customers can also use payment methods other than Apple system through the update, according to a blog post. Apple said Wednesday it will comply with the court's order, but strongly disagrees with the decision and will appeal. Spotify is one of the first known apps to get a new update opening up purchases. The new update is listed as the 9.0.40 update in the App Store. Subscription-based content platform Patreon is also submitting an update to the company's iOS app. A spokesperson told CNBC in a statement. The company said iOS is the top platform for fans and the update will let them buy membership without paying Apple's 30% fee. This ruling is a huge moment for creators and fans, and we will continue fighting for the future where creators are in control, communities thrive, and professional creativity is possible for all, the Patreon spokesperson said. Judge Von Gonzalez Rogers' order is related to Apple's case against Fortnite maker Epic Games, which was decided in 2021 and appealed in 2023. On Wednesday, she said Apple willfully tried to violate her ruling and held the company in contempt. Additionally, Rogers wrote that Apple's vice president of finance, Alex Roman, outright lied about when Apple had decided to charge a 27% fee on some purchases linked to its App Store. Rogers referred the matter to U.S. attorneys to investigate whether to pursue criminal contempt proceeding on both Roman and Apple. Epic Games has also won a challenge against the Google Play Store. A federal judge on October 2024 ordered the company to allow alternatives to its Google Play Store for downloading apps and restricted it for paying companies for exclusivity or for pre-installing apps. Pre-installing the App Store on devices. Google and Apple's app stores were taking in 15% to 30% of in-app sales for high-grossing apps. Okay, next headline before we take a commercial break. I'll say it before, and I'm gonna say it again. It's not yet Thursday, but I'll report it this because it's related to technology news. Microsoft breaks. Oh wait. Oh wait. Did we already report this as kinda?
Yeah,
Oh wait.
I
We
have already
we already
reported last
reported this.
Friday. I already reported last
Oh yeah.
Friday.
Let's find out. Yeah.
Hello, Asphere's Cafe viewers and listeners. I will announce that today is May 5, 2025. It's 2 years ever since I got pissed down by a cat in the roof. Or sa madaling salita, May 5, 2025, 2 years anniversary na inihiyan ako ng pusa sa bubong. Maraming salamat mga
And and in addition to that, May 5, 2025, 5 years ago, probably in exact time, ABS-CBN has already off the air or has been shut down due to this order by the NTC. It's been 5 years ago.
ano pa, 7:52 yata nagsara.
7:52.
Tama ba? 7:52 ba?
7:53,
Wait.
if I'm not mistaken. 7:52
7:52 yan, 52 yata yan. Shutdown time, wait lang. 7:52 nga, tama nga ako. 7:52. Sama-sama. Sama yung DCMM, MOR, pati yung yung sports and action, which by the way, according to some sources, simulcasted TV Patrol that time.
If I'm not mistaken, it's also on SNA. Yeah. I remember seeing a footage that someone recorded TV Patrol on SNA too. So it was simulcasted on SNA.
Yes, it was simulcasted on SNA, as I remember.
By the way, mamayang 8 PM hindi na po mapapanood yung ano, yung kupal na network na tinatawag na
There will be no hangout with Momon. There's going to be no hangout with Momon and Papa Naria. It's pronounced.
Basta, abangan yung 8 PM. Hindi nyo po mapapanood ang mga Tigon program sa SBD. Dahil po, ipasara po namin na yung araw. Maraming salamat.
Okay, thank you very much, Gio. And let's continue with Hoshi.
All right, let's continue with our technology headlines or any tech news. Google faces the September trial on ad tech antitrust remedies. Uh, Google will face a trial in September on antitrust enforcers' proposals to make it sell off part of its advertising technology business to address the company's dominance over tools used by online publishers to sell ads. District Judge Leonie Brinkema in Alexandria, Virginia, set the trial date on Friday after hearing from Google and the U.S. Department of Justice about potential remedies in the case. Both sides are expected to file detailed proposals on Monday. The DOJ will seek to have Google sell off its ad exchange and the publisher ad server business in a process expected to take several years, said DOJ attorney Julia Tarverwood. Uh, Google lawyer Karen Dunn said the company supported behavioral remedies such as making real-time bids available to competitors, but that prosecutors cannot legally pursue a bid to force Google to sell parts of its businesses. Such a move would also harm internet users and encountered a lack of interested buyers, she said. Publisher ad servers are platforms used by websites to store and manage their digital ad inventory along with ad exchanges. The technology lets uh, news publishers and their online content providers make money by selling ads. Winkema ruled in April that Google unlawfully tied publishers' use of its ad exchange to use in its ad server and enacted anti-competitive policies that were not in its customers' best interest. To, to conduct harm competition and hurt publishers and ultimately internet users, she said. Google has previously explored selling its ad exchange to appease European antitrust regulators, Reuters reported in September. And that is our third round of headlines, if I'm correct. Okay, so we will be on break. Our time check is 7:46 p.m. Our sponsors, Asphere's Aircon, Kapinoy Coffee, Dreams Car Pizza, and DLX Karaoke. We will be right back for the final round of tech news on Asphere's Cafe.
This program was brought to you by Asphere's Aircon. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way. Call 141-9191 for deliveries. Also available Dream Cars frozen pizza in supermarkets near you.
Kapinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee from FES Manufacturing Corporation. And DLX Karaoke, ang tunay na karaoke ng bayan.
Trust. It's a bond that is nurtured for years, from generation to generation. At Asphere, our greatest accomplishment is earning the trust of millions of satisfied users in the Philippines alone. Making life cool and comfortable for over 100 years now. Asphere, the air conditioning expert. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
Ang mas masarap na pizza ay andito na. Dream Cars Pizza, the finest pizza in the Philippines. Rich sauce, crispy crust, smooth creamy cheese, maraming toppings to choose from. And not only that, may frozen pizza rin sila. Take your pizza on the go. Dream Cars Pizza. We make the pizza the Dream Cars way.
For deliveries, call 141-9191. That's 141-9191.
Dream Cars Frozen Pizza are also available in supermarkets near you.
Dream Car Karaoke po. Tuwing pagising mo sa umaga, kailangan mo ng kapeng gigisingin ka sa tapang at sarap. Kaya lumipat na ako sa bagong kape ng bayan.
Tikman ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee. Gawa sa purong Arabica at Robusta mula sa pinakamainit na puso ng Pilipinas. Piniling mabuti at inihanda ng may pagmamalasakit.
Tama-tama lang ang tapang at sarap. O mga Kapinoy, subukan nyo ng tikman ang lasa ng bayan.
Tikman na ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee.
Kapinoy Coffee, masarap na coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee.
Also available, Kapinoy Coffee 3-in-1 and Pure Creme. Bili na sa inyong mga suking tindahan.
Mga Kapinoy, tikman nyo na ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee. Tamang-tama lang tapang at sarap ng kape na tiyak na magigising ka. Kaya subukan na ang bagong Kapinoy Coffee. Also available, Kapinoy Coffee 3-in-1 and Pure Cream mula sa FBS Manufacturing Corporation.
Long night.
Bakit kailangan pang maghintay sa pagdating ng bagong araw? Pwede namang mag-drive na muna. Kahit man sandali magpahinga.
Magpahinga na muna and perk up at Dunkin'. Pasalubong ng bayan.
Gusto kong mag-relax pero di ko magawa. Gusto kong mag-relax pero di ko magawa.
Di ka talaga marerelax pag nanakit ang katawan. Mag-Alaxan FR, may relief to relax formula laban sa sakit ng katawan. Relax muna, tapos game ulit bukas.
Totoo ang relax, walang sakit ng katawan. Totoo ang relax, mag-Alaxan.
Heidelin Diaz po, pag totoo ang relief, totoo ang relax. Alaxan FR.
Alagang Unilab yan. Ibuprofen paracetamol is the generic name of Alaxan FR. If symptoms persist, consult your...
Tara na, sumama na. Sa Miguel Beer, buksan na. Hey, sa summer na. Sa Miguel Beer, buksan na. Tara na, sumama na. Sa Miguel Beer, buksan na. Hey, sa summer na. Sa Miguel Beer, buksan na. Tara-ra-ta-ta. Sa Miguel Beer, ready na. Tara-ra-ta-ta. Days of summer, tara na.
Drink responsibly.
New Surf Fabton Fresh and Bloom. May 3 times amoy pawis shield. Kaya based on lactase and select fabric versus detergent powder only. Surf!
Ang hanap ng Red Horse Beer, extra strong na tulad mo. Lakas ng tama pero di wasak sa hamon ng bukas. Panatag ang loob na bukas nanamnamin ang tagumpay.
Red Horse Extra Strong, the #1 extra strong beer in the world.
Drink responsibly.
Nako, tol, kapos na naman ako. Nangutang pa nga ako sa tindahan para lang sa sibuyas.
Oo, hirap talaga kapusin. Buti na lang may galawan sa GCash, yung G-Loan sakto.
Uy, okay daw yun ah. Balita ko pwedeng humiram as low as 100 pesos.
Oo, try mo. Swap ang kapos moments ang G-Loan sakto.
Subject to eligibility, terms and conditions apply. G-Loan Sakto is powered by Fuse Lending Incorporated. GCash is supervised by Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas.
Fuse Lending Incorporated is supervised by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas and regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission.
SEC registration number CS201617622, certificate of authority number 1897.
Kindly review the terms and conditions in the disclosure statement before proceeding with the loan transaction.
Marupok magkasakute sa Eurotex Monoblock, bawal ang marupok. 200 kilos ang seat load capacity, mong certified na ligon. Basta Eurotex Monoblock, bawal yun ang marupok.
And we're back here on Asphere Cafe. So, wait lang. I've just recently moved to my spare phone because my phone is now... My main phone is low battery. I need to charge it. So, I'll be reporting my tech news here on... actually, this is my dad's spare phone, so why not? Okay. Okay, let's report what are the current news. I think I haven't reported this. Foxconn says April revenue rose 25.54% Y/YC's Q2 growth. Taiwan's Foxconn, the world's largest contract electronic maker and Apple's biggest iPhone assembler, reported on Monday that its April revenue rose 25.54% on year. Foxconn says it sees growth in the second quarter compared with the year ago period, adding that the impact of evolving global political and economic conditions will need continued close monitoring. And that is only the news. That's it. Anyways, let's proceed to our next headline. Tech site 404 Media says Signal, like app used by Trump advisor, was hacked. The unofficial version of Signal used by Donald Trump's former national security advisor Mike Waltz has been hacked. Tech site 404 Media and said Sunday, raising further concern over the security of the communications exchange at the highest levels of the U.S. government. 404 Media said the hacker exploited a vulnerability in telemessage, a signal-like application which a Reuters photograph appeared to show Waltz using at a cabinet meeting on Wednesday. Waltz was ousted Thursday, several weeks after the eruption of a scandal over his creation of a signal group to share real-time updates on U.S. military action in Yemen. The chat drew particular attention because Waltz, or someone using his account, accidentally added a prominent journalist to the group. The revelation that was using telemessage, which appears to have a similar interface and functionality as Signal, has only heightened the concerns over the security of its communications. Or Media quoted the hacker, who didn't identify themselves, as saying that they have broken into telemessage backend infrastructure and been able to intercept some of its users' messages. For Media said the hacker provided them with material, some of which the news site was able to independently verify. The publication said that the hacker did not intercept messages from Waltz or other Trump cabinet officials. Reuters could not independently verify the report. Messages seeking comment on from Telemessage and its corporate power of Portland, Oregon-based Marsh were not immediately returned. Messages seeking comment from Waltz and the White House also weren't immediately returned. Signal is an end-to-end encrypted messaging platform whose technology is meant to frustrate hostile surveillance. Smash product Telmessage, which the company is in the process of rebranding as Capture Mobile, is designed to capture the messages once they've been decrypted so they can be preserved and stored. That kind of additional functionality can be useful for complying with government rules on document retention, but if poorly implemented, it can introduce security risk. A Signal spokesperson told Reuters earlier this week that the company cannot guarantee the privacy or security properties of unofficial versions of Signal. And what are your thoughts about it, guys? And I think let's proceed with our last headline before we... Okay. Before we wrap it up, what is the next headline? NVIDIA is working on China tailored chips again after US export ban, the information reports. NVIDIA has told some of its biggest Chinese customers that it is tweaking the design of its artificial intelligence chips so they can be sold to Chinese businesses without clashing with US export rules. The information reported on Friday. The chip giant has spoken with customers, including Alibaba Group, TikTok parent ByteDance, and Tencent Holdings, the report says, citing 3 people involved in the conversations. NVIDIA's CEO Jensen Huang alerted customers about his plans while on his trip to Beijing. According to the Huang's Beijing trip in mid-April came days after the U.S. government limited export of its H20 AI chips to China. The export curbs on the primary chip NVIDIA was legally permitted to sell in China would resort sell in China would resort pardon would result in charges of $5.5 billion for the company. It had been said. NVIDIA has told customers that a sample of the new chip will be available as soon as June, the information reported. The company also said it was still working on a China-specific version of its latest generation AI chip, Blackwell, according to the report. NVIDIA declined to comment on the report. ByteDance, Alibaba, Tencent, and the U.S. Commerce Department did not immediately respond to Reuters' request for comment. The sale of NVIDIA's advanced AI chips to China, a key market for the company, has been a contentious topic, with U.S. officials moving to restrict the flow of the most powerful chips to China to keep ahead in the AI race. Following those restrictions, the company began designing chips tailored for China that would come as close as possible to U.S. limits. And what do you think about that, guys? You can leave your what do you think of today's episode's headlines, tech headlines? You may put your opinions or comments on this live stream or chat or anything. But before I end here, I would like to notify to everyone that I will be absent on the Wednesday episode of Asphere's Cafe, or the Anime Cafe of this week's Anime Cafe, because of my road trip. I'm actually going back to my hometown and uh, do other stuff. So yeah, back to you, Asparagus.
Thank you very much, Hoshi, and it was a really pleasure for you to cover the tech headlines while I have to still work on the TOC. But yeah, that is it for the Asphere's Cafe tonight. Thank you so much for joining our cafe. We'll be back again tomorrow, where we will continue to do the tech cafe and more tech headlines right here. And Dreamcar will probably be returning tomorrow for the usual GSM
Yes.
Arena poll results. So yeah, we will be back again tomorrow, same time, same place, right here on Cool FM. Until then, I'm Cairo.
And this is Oshi. Asphere's Cafe is now closed.
We will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Asphere's Cafe is produced by TGON Entertainment and AspMedia.
Ang lahat ng